What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to Small Biz on this TGIF video just after 11 o'clock outside of Atlanta, Georgia. Last trade on MULN 4061. In today's video, we're going to talk about 6 brutal lessons that I hope some of you have learned in the last 48 hours. And before this is over, you're going to know how much money can I actually make and save you in the next 10 years and beyond. All that and more coming right up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, TGIF, last trade 4055 on MULN. It's a hellacious retest of last week's low. Even though interest rates on the 10-year are below the 4.89 we were set, they're flushing the small caps. The Dow right now is down 21 points. It's been either side of about 50, but the IWM, the small caps, even technology by way of QQQ is getting blasted. And speaking of blasted, yeah, we're going to touch on TTOO, OPGN, SECO, and EBET. But most importantly, I want to start off with a bit of a confession, a mea culpa, so I could perhaps inspire the one and only Salvatore. It's a fine. Everything's a good. The stock is at 033. Everything's a fine. I got a funny story on that. Stick around. And then, of course, David, where is he? Where are you, David? Are you leaning back in the fucking limo? Or probably got a limo, too. Are you in the Learjet? Are you hiding? Are you offshore? Where are you? Where's the fucking $20 million of buyback? You should be in there right now before, I don't know, we break 39 cents and go to an all-time low. But I want to start off by saying, ladies and gentlemen, especially to the haters, the Debbie Downers, and the shorts of this world, you were right and I was wrong. You were right. I was wrong. I was wrong about these two stocks. MCOM, I own it at 12 cents, $1.07 on MULN, and try as I might, not only to trade it and have done so successfully, especially with MULN, 181% on the last 3 trades, but I'm currently underwater at about 46.5 on what I own now, and we're in danger, as I said at the open, of breaking into an all-time low, and then they're going to flush the stops. We're looking at 25, 30 cents if that happens, most likely. But I want to say, once again, I was wrong. I misjudged these two scenarios in a big fucking way. Because the truth is, if you set aside these two turds in a toilet bowl, we've racked up 160 winners, but nobody cares. We're 42-3 since April, but nobody cares. If you look at 80% of my social media comments, even inside of the Discord, shout out to Doom and Gloom. By the way, do we have a cast of characters? We have a guy who's always negative, so he changed his username to Doom and Gloom. We've got JD, TA, we've got Tori, we've got Tammy. We've got 266 to be exact characters. No more than 500 in this movie, and it's an absolute blast. So if you want to get in before it's sold out, it's trysmallbiz.com. Discord if you don't have a small biz. Premium has everything if you do. But again, I was wrong. I misjudged. I would have thought by now, especially in David's case, someone who does not chastise shareholders like Sal has, where you been, right? 96 cents. You bought $5.4 million worth of stock. As I pointed out yesterday, we're sitting right now at 4041. Where the fuck are you? Are you waiting for NASDAQ compliance? Really? So what are you going to do? Soak up all the stock at a nickel, a dime, 15 cents? What about the rest of us? But again, ladies and gentlemen, I was wrong. And before I go any further and cover 6 brutal lessons that I hope you'll at least sit through till the end of this video, I had a funny visualization earlier. Was it last night? I was sitting on the couch and I was musing about MCOM at 0329 right now, right? Everything's fine. You tune into Sal's Twitter Spaces, which I don't, but I've heard recording. Yeah, everything's good. Everything's a 5. Do you remember Tariq Aziz, right? Gulf War, if you're old like me, 53, early 90s. Tariq Aziz was the master of communications for Saddam Hussein. And I remember CNN was interviewing him on a roof, right? He's got the Elliot Gould glasses. Bombs are going off in the background. Buildings are literally coming down. And he's like, we're good. Everything's good. We're tough. We're going to push back the enemy. It reminds me of Sal, right? The guy sadly died about 2 weeks after that. But Sal's the same way. I can almost see the motherfucker on the Titanic, right? The violins are playing everything's a fine. The good, hey boss, isn't the water going to be a cold? People are going to freeze. It's a fine. It's a good. Just trust the process. Trust the process. The fucking ship is going straight down to the bottom. Trust the process. So I was wrong. And it burns me, competitive as I am, but you got to tell the truth. But speaking of truth, we're in buying a stock today. We don't name symbols. We don't do pin tweets anymore for all you freeloaders. You want to know what we're doing in real time? Get inside of the Discord. We're 10-0 on Ask Jason stocks. And by the way, before I get into it, we are buying a stock, and don't go fucking anywhere because you're going to learn something today. At 7 and change, it's down from $24. It's being adversely affected the last couple of days because of the EBET disaster. But this is a debt-free company that we're buying. They did an offering at 19 cents. It's down from $24. It bottomed at an all-time low today at $7.10, I think. I own it at $0.77. If anyone, it's me and 265 people in that fucking Discord that are going to make money. And as I pointed out before I came on, it's showing relative strength. I will not be surprised if it's in the green by the time this day is over. Because if you take out the MCOM and the MULN, which I own, it's a fucking train wreck. I get it. It's my bad call, and it fucking burns me to no end. But I own it. But the vast majority of our calls, going back, 160 winners. I gave away 20 winners, Tesla, Carvana, Meta, NVIDIA. The list goes on. And most importantly, in terms of these 6 brutal lessons, I told people to get out of EBET at 6 and 7 cents before the reverse split. They were asking me just a few days ago at 50 cents, should I get in? No. AGRI in at 10, out at 16, in at 10 again, out at 16. Leave it alone. Big reverse split. TTOO, OMG, right? Get out at 70. The FDA, bullshit. It means nothing. The CEO fucking screwed you guys. I was screaming after they got the approval for that massive reverse split when the stock went up on another fake news announcement to 46 at the triple top. Sell it all. It was telling you technically that it wasn't going to be true. It wasn't going to be able to hold water. It was years away from generating revenue. And if you think the stock is done going down, last trade 9.5, I think the low this morning was 690 and going lower, somewhere between 4 and say 9 for the better part of the next few weeks. If it somehow bumps up to 15, get the fuck out. Because the last time they did this reverse split, they ground it all the way down to a nickel. That CEO did not tell you the fucking truth. I will always tell you the truth. I will never be under this fucking desk. I don't care how much blood is in the streets. I will step in front of this fucking camera even on a Friday when I could easily be down at fucking afternoon happy hour getting wasted. But no, I'm here saying that I've been through this before. I've told you once or twice a year, usually March, September, early October, the market, especially small caps, are going to shit the bed. We are separating the men from the boys, the women from the girls, and we have no trouble with the women inside of the Discord. It's the fucking men that are fucking buckling under the pressure, which is why I once again said today before I finish out this relatively short video, if you're in the Discord and there's only 230 left, you've got a 60-day money-back guarantee. The only way you're going to get your money back is if you verify your email address. So you go into the announcement channel. Almost 60% of you have done it. It's very easy. You show me that you're the same guy or gal that signed up at trysmallbiz.com, and you come to me and say, I think you're a fucking asshole. Or I want to day trade myself into oblivion, and you keep telling me not to. Fair enough. You send me a note. I match up the email addresses. Here's your money. We've had 4 guys cash in, 2 get thrown out. So 6 in our first month and a half out of 260 is not bad. But I know there's a few more of you that are sitting there going, oh, I don't know if I want to listen to this guy. Tell me the fucking truth. Like, don't go in EBET. Get the fuck out of TTOO. Don't touch SECO, where I said on Twitter, go look it up. Sell it all at 307. Where's it now? 64 cents. And for all you clowns that were in there buying TPST at $4, $5, and $6 after it was already up 3,000% on the day, what the fuck are you thinking? How about the bag holders that bought it at 11.5, 10, 9, 8? It ain't done going down. The fucking stock's going to go down. Mark my words. They're going to do an offering. That poison pill bullshit was nothing more than a way to squeeze the shorts. And now it's going to go back down to where it belongs. I don't know. Somewhere between $1.50 and $2.25. You do not buy a fucking stock after it's up 20, 30x. You sell it all. We are about to hit 10,000 members tomorrow or Sunday. 18 months of a hard, grueling journey. 10,000 members at trysmallbiz.com. 3.7% pay me less than $2 a month. We have guys and gals, one gal, she doesn't say much. They made over $100,000, 10-0 in those stocks inside of that fucking Discord. 3-0, actually 3-1 with respect to the core holdings. I had to take a loss. First one in what? 4 months? I've taken 3 losses and 42 fucking winners since April. Are you shitting me? In this market? And half of what we own is either flat, including a biotech in the mid 50s, perfectly set up for on a news announcement. Basically, the only thing we're getting cleaned in is MCOM, MULN, and to some extent, another stock that starts with C. But they're in a quiet period. They can't say a word, so the shorts are leaning on it. We're accumulating it in the low to mid 30s as we speak. This stock also up at $28 a year ago. They got a $70 million project in Arizona. Market cap right now, even with the dilution of 10 million shares, is less than 4 million. Let's see, 3.5 million market cap. 70 million over the next 2 years on one project. And a little birdie told me, actually, I heard rumblings of maybe another one in Oregon or Washington that might be coming up. Look, you must manage risk, no more than 10% or thereabouts into one idea. But when you have someone on your beckoning call for less than $2 a fucking day that's right 80+% of the time, whether you ask me about a stock that you own or you follow my core holdings, or preferably both, and the fact that we're going to have an airtight server, no freeloaders, no assholes, no dickheads, nobody that's going to disrespect you, me, or the process. There's going to be 500 people in Fort Knox having a great fucking time, making a boatload of money, while most people, wait for it, are sitting there with their unlubricated thumb up their motherfucking ass. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, get a Discord or a premium at Try Small Biz before I send out 10,000 emails starting next week. Always remember we love you and thank you so much for watching.